First time I was homeless, I was fucking 16. Well, I never expected to be, no. I was frequently and infrequently homeless. Some people would treat you with a bit of dignity and respect, and other people would treat you with utter disdain, like you were a pariah, a blotch on the society. But there's good people in the world. I had more experience of good people when I came to Liverpool than I did in most other cities. But in other cities where I've been, there have been good, decent, charitable people willing to help. I ended up in the streets because I had a drink issue in my life from the age of 14 that gradually got worse and worse until I reached or attained full adulthood, and was sporadically homeless from the age of 18 onwards. I became a professional dosser around about 25, 26 years old when I was first homeless for about 18 months. I don't miss the irresponsibility of it because every dosser absolves himself of all responsibility for himself or herself, and throws that responsibility on society as a whole. I remember on one occasion, sleeping in a shop doorway, I thought it started raining. And the guy that I was sharing the shop doorway with jumped up, ranting. And when I looked up to see what was going on, there was a guy having a pee on us.
There's a lot of crime directed towards the homeless, like most of which either goes unreported or acted on. You know, we've seen people who've been kicked in the face while they were asleep in a doorway. We've seen people who've been urinated on by drunks, you know, people who've had the money robbed out of their bowl and things like this. So my name's Andy and I'm part of a volunteer outreach team who go out into Liverpool city centre every Sunday with supplies for rough sleepers like food, sleeping bags, clothes, hot drinks, that sort of thing. It's on a Sunday, you know, I'll go out in the afternoon, get us some supplies in, make a load of sandwiches, sort through some clothes, and then we just bring a big trolley full of stuff into town. For 2 hours we're at a static soup kitchen in the city centre, and then we go out for 3 or 4 hours and find other people who are about to give them sleeping bags and coats and things like that.
People think that homelessness is something that will never affect them because, you know, they're living in homes, they've got these 50-odd-inch TVs that they've probably got in high purchase or something, and they think that, you know, all's well with the world because they can watch, you know, wall-to-wall Big Brother or whatever, so everything's fine. They don't see that, you know, everybody's 2 pay packets away from being on the streets.
Learned that a lot of people want to draw this really clear line between genuine and not genuine homeless, whereas it often doesn't work like that. You know, you might see someone out who's begging who might actually be housed, but their support needs aren't being properly met, and I think it's important not to write that group of people off as not genuine. When people say anyone can become homeless, it can happen to anyone, that really is true. Like we've seen people who were training to become barristers before they became homeless. We've met people who were, you know, running their own business which has gone under and then they've ended up on the street. There was a rough sleeper called Simon who died in town And we went past the place where he died one night when we were on our run, and all that was there was literally, it was just a piece of cardboard that he'd been sleeping on, and like one flower with a little note saying rest in peace. It hadn't been in the paper or anything, it looked like it was going to be, you know, ignored. So we thought, you know, we've got to put something out about it. So we put out a post, and it went viral sort of locally. And the next day there was like dozens of bouquets, candles, and there was like a little vigil set up in town for him. And then we had a little march and a vigil a couple of days later. Where, you know, hundreds of people turned out, brought all sorts of donations. We got clothes donations to last us for months, and a lot of the homeless people who weren't able to go to his funeral were able to pay their respects at this vigil. There's some members of the public who are sort of a bit more in between, who feel like they don't want to give money to the homeless because they don't know where it's going, but they will give it to us because they know that we'll use it to feed people. And on the other side, we'll have people sometimes who are quite aggressive, who will come over and say, what are you doing? You know, they're all blaggers, you're keeping them out on the street longer, like you're helping them to stay out here and con people by feeding them.
I've certainly noticed in the past 30 years that there are far more people homeless in the streets of Liverpool now because there isn't a viable option. I think the notion that people who go out of an evening and feed and clothe these people are perpetuating their homelessness is absolute bollocks. Them people that go out of an evening, whether it's their conscience or whether it's just their charitable nature, save lives.
My name's Joe Lynch. Shall I look at the camera when I say my name? I'm 53 and been on the streets for nearly 12 weeks. And it's hard work, believe me, when I tell you that. See when you're homeless, darling, right? I ask people for money to get by, you know what I mean? It's just the person I always was. You know? So many people are blinkered to the fact they think they were fucking born homeless, you know what I mean? They don't realise that you've had a life before you became homeless, you know what I mean?
It's like the minority are helpful. The majority just look at you like you're a piece of shit, you know what I mean, and walk past, but you get the likes of yourselves and yeah.
It's so easy to feel so sorry for yourself. I can't get a job. Why can't you get a job? Because I haven't got an address. Well, why haven't you got an address? Because I can't get a job. That's nonsense. But that was my mantra for 5 years. I was sitting one day with another dosser called Jimmy Cushins, and we were begging on Paradise Street. And I was forever picking up many statements from runabout cash machines, because that's where it would sit, because people couldn't say I've got no money, because they obviously beat the cash machine. And I would look, and I would curse them for having money. And I said to him, how do they do it? He says, look at them. Look at them. They're doing it. They've joined society. They get up in the morning, they go to work, they work for their money, where you're sitting in your ass asking them for theirs. If you want to be part of it, go and be part of it. When I woke up on my 31st birthday, the epiphany I had that morning was, if I stop drinking today, I may have another 34 years left. If I don't stop drinking today, I won't have a year left. In my case, it was a group of about 5 or 6 young men. What I have to tell you is that these 5 or 6 lads that I first encountered in 1990 offered me help then. I didn't avail myself of that help for a further 2 years. They would say to me on a regular enough basis, remember, if you want help to get off it, meaning the drink, give us a shout and we'll do all that we can. They didn't have a clue where to start because no one had ever accepted that offer. I accepted that offer and watched them swing into action. If it wasn't for them, then these do-gooders that certain parts of society think are perpetuating this homelessness idea in people couldn't be further from the truth. They certainly saved me.